Hey, how's it going? It's your boy Christopher the Ruple. And if you're hearing this, you're probably going, hey, what's going on here? What's going on here? Well, see, we went through a rebrand. The original podcast was called Speaking of Which, and I didn't want to get rid of a certain number of these episodes because I was like, they kind of relate to Drunken Book Club, and I wanted to keep them alive. So I wanted to keep these adventure episodes alive with the rebranding. So here it is. Here's the message letting you know what's kind of going on, why I didn't say welcome to Drunken Book Club, or talking about what we drank, yada 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 kind of thing. But here it is. And our new socials for this series are DBC_pod, not the old one. That's our Twitter account, and possibly Instagram coming soon. And we also have our Patreon at patreon.com/drunkenbookclub, where you can pay $1 and tell us what book to read and to have a jovial time with us. Alright, thanks for joining me, and you guys enjoy the episode. Bye-bye. Have you ever thought to yourself, hey, these guys should talk about this book on Drunken Book Club? Or even, hey, I want to hear them gush about this on Ruple's Rupees. Well, guess what? We'll listen to you if you pitch in $1 on our Patreon. That's right, for $1 we'll listen to you. And along with that $1, you know what else you get? You get access to all the bonus episodes that I put out every single week, including the backlogs, and early access to all our podcasts and videos, and everything else that I put up on there. So for $1, I think it's pretty much worth it, but you be the judge. Check it out. It's at patreon.com/speaking of which. Thank you and enjoy the show. Speaking of which, I'm your host, Christopher the Ruple, and we're going to be reading a special book today. Yes, indeed. Like I said, I'm your host, Christopher the Ruple, and joining me,
Sam,
Alina,
Illiterate Brandon,
Noelia.
I can't see without my glasses, Weiss.
And originally, I had planned for us to read the Animorphs Alternamorphs book, which is its own Choose Your Own Adventure book.
Alternamorphs.
But, guys, you want to know what page you get to make your first decision? How many pages do you have to read?
20.
First.
17. You have to read 17 pages to get to your first decision.
Jeez.
Oof. I feel like that takes a little while to get into the fun.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be reading You Are a Millionaire.
Uh-huh.
I just feel like we found a blank check, guys. Come on. Who doesn't
Is
want
this just a blank check? Choose Your Own Adventure?
Yeah,
This is gonna
before
be bad.
blank check.
Before blank check.
Oh.
Yeah.
do you mind if I open this real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just didn't want to do that in the middle of, reading.
So, a couple other Choose Your Own Adventures that came out before this book were Master of Kung Fu, Return of the Ninja, The Worst Day of Your Life. I need to find that one.
Oh, no.
This one's for Weiss. Alien, Go Home.
Oh, that's
I enjoy that immensely.
We'll have to get that one for what's called Native American Month.
There you go.
Oh, shoot.
Alien, go home.
Indigenous Day.
Yeah, and thank you, Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yeah.
And Dinosaur Island.
Like, honestly, one of those sounds... Some of those sound like
They actually
Kung
sound pretty
Fu
cool.
Master? That's
A Master
awesome.
of Kung Fu. That sounds
Living
cool.
out your dreams.
I'm just
Yeah.
afraid it's going to be like that one.
This is
football
just
one.
a power fantasy, guys.
That's what all of them are?
I feel
Honestly,
like.
I could use a power fantasy choose your own adventure after all the horrible stuff we've been through in Choose Your Own Adventures.
This
Yep.
is true.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's kind of nice to just have
You guys want to go to Jamaica? And
So the name in this book is Carla Emerson. Thank you, Carla Emerson. This is also apparently from the Hayes Public Library.
Was that the one where we went, when you went on
Dang,
eBay and got
really?
a random box?
Yeah, I got a bunch of them. So here's the first page. It has a picture of a kid. Weiss, can you describe this child to us? All-American white boy.
All-American white boy with a baseball mitten, a baseball cap, a baseball
All-American
jacket.
white boy.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I
That's
thought
the
that
American
mitten,
dream right there.
I thought that mitten was just an enlarged hand.
It honestly
Also,
looks like you
huge
put the
package.
head of a 16-year-old on a 4-year-old body.
His body's not that small.
It's pretty.
His
Oh,
head
he-
is huge.
His
He
head
does
is
have-
kinda
he-
big.
I would say that his head is definitely...
proportions, yeah.
I
it's-
agree with the 14-year-old, but I feel like a 10-year-old body.
I see how they
Personally.
were trying to go for that top-down view, but yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't.
Like, if he was
Foreshortening,
a character on The Sandlot, I would not believe he was a kid.
It is Smalls. It's handsome Smalls from like the sequels.
His pouty lips weird me out. But
Does he really have pouty lips? Are you sure? He just has very pronounced lips for a 16-year-old boy with a 10-year-old's body. You're kicking around in a vacant lot with your friend Bruce. It's a hot summer day. Your shirt is sticking to your back, and you're bored. Yo, amigo, Bruce calls to you. Catch! Bruce throws a ball from the other end of the lot, and you watch as it sails over your head and into a thicket of bushes.
Oh, it's the Sandlot.
Yeah,
Oh my
pretty
gosh.
much.
See, I thought it was going to hit us and then we were going to be horribly mangled and we got millionaire status by, like,
Lawsuit
medical
check?
bills. Yeah.
Yeah.
see, I thought it was
By suing our good friend.
Like Lucky
Um,
from King of the Hill.
This is from 1990. This is before, like, the Big Sue stuff. Sorry, but I do like the
Dang.
Weird. Like, it feels like such an integral part of our culture.
You sigh and think, maybe you should go home. You and Bruce have already played all the games you can think of, and he's beaten you every time.
all of the games.
You're starting to get tired of him. Anyone else ever have that problem with a friend, like hanging out for too long for like one day and just be like, we've played everything, we're bored?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I've had that.
Guys,
just
we're going to become a hitman. We have the money for it.
Bruce is all right to hang out with until you run out of things to do. Then he starts getting bossy and tries to push you around. He likes to be in charge, and since he's bigger than you and your friends, he usually gets away with it.
What the heck?
Still, you don't mind doing stuff with him, especially since your other friends are away at camp. Oh, Bruce is the secondary friend. Got it.
Oh, yeah, he's that friend.
Friend, why are you feeling sorry for Bruce?
Because that's me!
Usually Bruce will shape up if you threaten to go home. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that
This
sounds
is
like
a
Brandon.
real life toxic friendship right here.
That sounds like a young
is
Brandon.
this is childhood friendship.
Very true, very true. And then you make up 10 minutes later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Terrible. We were all terrible as children.
Honestly,
I mean, most children are like terrible people, honestly.
Yeah, me and my cousin,
Children
we
make
were
terrible
like the best friends. We were brothers, but we would fight, and then we'd be sent home because we fought, like fist fight.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
That's a native friendship right there.
yeah.
Besides, it's not all his fault. He doesn't like to talk about it, but there are a lot of problems in his family. Aww. He's even tried to run away a couple of times, and he doesn't have many friends. He knows he's a little funny looking, and his bristly black crew cut, and his overgrown bulk and awkward limbs.
Dude,
Damn.
this kid is fucked up. The main
Roasting.
character.
But every once in a while, he surprises you. He's a bit of a daredevil, and sometimes he comes up with really good ideas. Okay, Bruce, you call to him, go get the ball.
Go get the ball, Bruce. Go get the ball.
No way, he calls back. You missed it. You go get it. Turn to page 2. Time to go home, you say to yourself. You pull aside the branches and make your way into the bushes, trying to get a glimpse of the ball. The problem is, you don't particularly like going home, now that Mrs. Harkley is there. Teresa, your younger sister, calls her the horrible Mrs. Harkley. At first, you get excited when your parents said they needed some time alone and were going to spend the summer in Europe. AKA, they're boning. They're boning in Europe without you kids.
I mean,
That's
honestly,
why you're there.
I mean, preferably without you kids.
It'd be weird if they were in the room while
They're
they were...
going to Bone Town while you guys stay home with this bitch.
I mean, yeah, again, at least they're... Yeah.
But you groaned when you found out Mrs. Harkley would be staying with you. You asked if they could get someone else, but your mother said she wouldn't be able to find another person she could trust on such short notice. Besides, Mrs. Harkley was lonely and could use the work.
That's mean.
She's mostly just weird. Like the... Oh, excuse me.
Okay,
That was-
let's see
that
what
was
this
weird.
kid deems weird.
She's mostly just weird. Like the way she walks around the house with rubber bands on her wrist. That's pretty normal
That's
nowadays.
normal.
Yeah.
What?
Nowadays, at least.
Give it
As
10
if
years.
As if she's going to shoot them at you if she catches you doing something wrong.
I mean, that's
That's
awesome.
kind of cool.
Excuse?
I mean, I wouldn't want to get a rubber band shot at me as a kid.
Exactly.
Actually,
So that's why you
masturbating.
stay in line.
You do feel safe with Mrs. Harkley, and she does seem responsible. But instead of having more fun while your parents are gone, you have less. She makes you go to bed early. In the morning after breakfast, she kicks you out of the house so she can sit around and watch soap operas all day.
Wow, what kind of soap operas are you watching, Miss Harkley?
The kind not for kids. She doesn't like your friends to come over. Instead of chicken pot pies or spaghetti for dinner, you have to eat things she likes, like liver and okra.
Okay, that's gross.
Well, you don't eat meat, so.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
liver's
gross.
not exactly like a
I know, I'm
great-
kidding. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. I eat the okra. I like okra.
Okay,
I like okra.
was that like a common dish in the 90s or something? Or
I think he's going with like the or whoever the author is.
My mom did make like dehydrated like liver jerky once for my sister when she was like an infant.
Yeah.
Because it was
How
like
was it?
healthy or something.
Oh.
Because she was trying to be like the healthy mom, and then my sister had Fruit Loops, and it was all fucking
Downhill
bad
from
for her.
there.
Yeah.
Oh my
Speaking
God.
of loopy cereal, I got Applejack cereal, but hear me out, guys. It's Nickelodeon slime version, so they turn the milk green.
Oh, that's
Cool.
disgusting. No.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
No,
What the
that's
hell?
like the Shrek ketchup and stuff. Like,
Wait.
She even keeps the cookies hidden,
Ugh.
doling them out one by one, and won't let you take food into the living room while you watch TV.
We're reverting to the 90s where we get purple ketchup and...
I like that. Okay.
I like the green
I
ketchup.
liked the. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was fun.
Wait, hold on.
I don't know why. I got grossed out by the purple
This kid plays
ketchup.
baseball? I gotta put this ketchup.
Did you see when they did like studies and stuff for the ketchup colors that some people like would actually get sick for
Really?
the multiple colors? It's like a psychological thing.
Huh?
Yeah.
My
I wonder
mom.
if that's what happened with pink sauce.
My,
Uh,
my mom said that the green ketchup always reminded her of baby poop, so she didn't want to ever try
It did
it.
look like baby poop green. Like it
does.
wasn't like a green. green.
Upon
It was
growing
like-
up now, yes. Now in the vacant lot with Bruce, you can't see the ball in the bushes and realize you'll have to go farther in to find it. You part the branches and plunge in. Your legs get scratched and spider webs get in your face. The ball is nowhere in sight, but something else catches your eye.
meth.
It's partially buried under some twigs and leaves as if hastily hidden.
Meth.
You brush aside the leaves and find an old beat-up leather satchel filled with meth.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how you become a millionaire. You sell that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It
Damn.
looks as though it's been through a war. The satchel is heavy. You start to say something to Bruce as you unhook the clasp and open it up. But you stop dead when you look in. Your eyes bug open wide. Holy moly, you whisper. It's full of money!
He's 16.
He's not 16.
Oh.
This is not a 16-year-old kid.
He says, holy moly.
As a 16-year-old, I know I said holy moly. When I saw those bazoombas, that's... I'm drunk.
Bazungas.
Those gazoobies, as Stephen King would call them. Terrible name for it, I know. Hey, Bruce calls. What are you doing in there? Jacking off?
Don't tell him crap.
was that an actual line?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
This isn't you are a cat where it would be an actual
This is
line.
in the 90s, kids. You stop gaping at the money and watch through the branches as Bruce walks toward you. Should you tell him about it? Or should you hide the satchel and come back for it later?
we should tell him.
You
No.
close the bag thinking fast. Bruce is getting closer. He may already have seen you with it. So here are the two choices, guys. If you tell Bruce about the money, page 75. If you decide not to mention the money, turn to page 10.
Not Bruce. His limbs are too long.
First
See-
of all, this is a nice hat, by the way.
Thank you. You can have it if you want.
No, I'm not an LA fan.
Same. I got it for a Goosebumps video.
Oh, okay.
Part of me goes, we should, because I'm worried if we save it for later, someone else might come back and the person that actually stowed the money.
Also,
grab
if
it.
he's like, hey, can we split it? You still have 500,000.
And you can also go find your keeper's bitch.
I feel like if we say no, he's gonna beat us up.
I don't think he's gonna beat us up because he's too lonely.
So lonely.
Oh, I think we're gonna have a hard time. Yeah, like somebody else may take it, and
That's just game over because
yeah, and not to mention like Bruce has a hard life. He could probably use it.
Yeah, hard knock life.
and still $500,000 in the 90s.
Is
That's a lot more money
This
than
is
now.
pre-Bill
Oh,
Clinton
yeah.
hitting the fucking presidency. Money's tight.
I say hell no.
So
Come on,
no.
Lise, he needs it with his big body and awkward limbs.
Okay, so we have no,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
We're gonna tell him.
Let's
Reese,
tell him.
Reese is the only chaotic
You guys
one we
were-
know.
you guys
Wow, wow. You didn't want to share your land and now you don't want to share your money.
Of course!
Ah.
Redistribute the wealth, Weiss.
Guys, on this page, there's a word circled.
What?
There's a word circled on this
Do
page.
you want me to write down what the word is?
Is
You.
It significant?
You?
It's just the word you.
Just you.
Just you.
You
Is
like
it circled by
somebody
somebody
drew
at the
it?
library?
See, look at that. It's you.
Somebody just circled. Yeah, it looks
Why?
like.
I don't know.
Okay, so it wasn't that. It was like the author circled you. It was somebody from the library who.
Maybe.
Circled.
Oh my god, the next page. Okay, we're not turning to the next page for this one, but the next page has like the cops fucking about to gun down this white dude.
Oh my God.
And I'm excited.
Okay, I think we may have fucked up, guys.
That's
It's not the
that's
next one, though.
continuing. So
Alright,
Different,
go.
different thing.
yeah. Because this one tells me to turn to page 52 after this one. So, look at this! You call to Bruce holding up the satchel. It's filled with money! Bruce peers through the branches. What are you talking about? You pick your way out. I found a briefcase full of money!
You're doing that like you're jerking yourself off. Just
Your money!
Just give him a money shot.
You set the satchel down and open it for Bruce to see. He stares blankly for a moment, then his eyes bug out and his mouth moves. But all he can manage is to stammer, I can't believe it. He pulls out a band of bills and flips through it. They're all hundreds, he says. There must be $1 million here. You! Dun, dun, dun. That's the one that's circled.
You said the word.
Look at the money. A crisp green portrait of Benjamin Franklin stares back at you. He gives you that special wink he always does to old ladies.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's a Simpsons joke, I think.
Or he just fucks a bunch of old ladies.
Yep. I wonder who it belongs to, you muse. Who cares? Bruce answers. It's ours now. No! You say, we have to try to find the person who lost it. No!
Wow.
You guys chose the loser choice.
I mean, we wouldn't have been a millionaire anyways. What's a $5,000 in a year?
500,000.
Yeah.
I'm the real winner.
Half
here.
millionaire. Half millionaire.
Half millionaire.
So Bruce is the one saying we have to? Or no,
No,
we are.
we are. We are.
Wait, oh.
Yeah.
So we're the...
We're doing the responsible thing, apparently.
Wow.
Lame.
Bruce looks at you and narrows his eyes. Are you crazy? He asks. No, I'm not crazy, you reply. I just think it's the right thing to do. Listen, Bruce says with exasperation. Whoever lost his money didn't get it by doing good deeds. Otherwise, why would they have stashed it in the bushes?
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, Bruce is like,
Run.
Maybe
Makes a
they
point.
stole it from somebody else and we should try to find the person they stole it from.
Oh, hell no.
Who's
Nope.
going to be running around with $1
We're not the
million
fucking
in a
police.
briefcase?
What?
Yeah.
Bruce says, it's probably belonged to some drug dealer.
yes, meth
No
money!
way!
It says that.
Money,
It says
meth
drug
money.
dealer.
Meth.
Damn!
Meh.
I will always admit to whenever I make a joke, I wish I came up with the drug dealer line.
Sam called it meth.
Meth.
This is 1990. It's weed.
Aw.
Or crack.
Or crack.
Could be crack.
Could be.
Ooh,
correct.
yeah,
That's
Reagan.
more likely.
H.W. Bush is in the office.
Yep.
Bruce's logic is hard to refute. Then I guess we should take it to the police, you say?
No.
No way, Bruce counters. A cab.
Yes.
I
Bruce
can't
gets
believe
it.
that was written in there.
Right.
Oh
I
my
know, right?
god.
Wow. How, whoa.
That will only give the bad guy a chance to get it back. And if he doesn't, then the police will give it to the government, and they'll spend it on a nuclear bomb.
Oh my god!
This is a great fucking book. I've written that.
I think Bruce is actually the best friend we could ever
I was
have.
gonna say, why were you
Bruce-
writing off Bruce so...
Bruce is cool.
Bruce as the voice of reason.
Okay.
Bruce is a cab.
Low key, let's say low key that Bruce has been through some shit and watched too many movies.
Guys,
He knows this
I'm
stuff.
glad I chose this one over the Animorphs book.
It's written by Hideo Kojima.
No, Jay Leno. Jay Leibold.
I was gonna say, at first I was like, shit, what the fuck?
I mean, it kind of makes sense with these jokes.
Oh god.
Hey, for what it's worth, I don't like Jay Leno, but he's actually pretty funny.
Why don't you like it? Like, is it just like a personality thing?
I don't like his personality.
That's
he's kind
fair.
of a douche.
Oh.
That's fair. He kind of gives off that vibe.
Yeah.
That
But
kind of
apparently he's a
smug
good guy. Apparently he's a good guy.
Yeah, my parents love him.
You still
They
don't
would.
feel right about keeping the money. Well, then, you say we should give it to some deserving people. Yeah, Bruce says. Like us. Thank you for finishing the line.
There we go.
You and Bruce stare at each other for a full minute. Think about it, he says. We can do anything we want. We can travel around the world. I guess if we do keep the money, it won't be very smart to hang around here. You say, if the person who lost it catches us, they probably won't be very nice about it. Exactly, Bruce agrees. Come on, where do you want to go?
Bang
It's up to
across
you.
Europe.
We'll travel for a while, then decide what to do with the rest of it when we get back. A vision of the pyramids of Egypt flashes through your head. Bruce's idea is tempting. Maybe you should stop worrying about what the right thing to do is and have some fun.
Bang across Europe. Bang across Europe. Just like your mom.
With Bruce?
So,
Yes.
At this point, I'm going with Sam's idea because she's been calling everything so far.
if you take Bruce up on his offer to travel, turn to page 83. If you try to find the owner of the satchel instead, turn to page 113.
I want to travel.
Travel.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to find the drug
I think
dealer.
we're all like, no, fuck that.
But I
Okay.
want to get to the cops.
We don't want to die.
Gunning some
Oh,
dude
yeah.
down.
So,
Apparently.
so I've one travel.
We'll travel.
Travel.
It's all
Yeah,
travel,
It's
yeah.
all travel. Okay, we're going.
I'm just saying that.
We're making like a bad basketball player and traveling.
Nah.
Sports Joe.
We are living vicariously
Sports!
through.
We're doing the one thing we can't do
This
as
kid.
broke-ass millennials. Traveling around the world.
Oh, damn. Not unless we find a briefcase full of $1 million.
Guys, this is a stupid idea. We're children. How are you going to be able to get on an airplane?
I wanted to bring that up, but it's an option, so you know
Yeah.
what?
I've heard of children like flying by themselves before.
Yeah, no.
Unintended minor, but someone has to buy their ticket.
Yeah,
Don't you have
yeah.
to have a credit card to buy a ticket?
Not necessarily.
Not in the 90s.
I don't know how to
Oh, yeah,
This is
90s.
pre 9/11.
This is true.
You
Oh,
can just
shoot.
walk up to planes.
You can wear your shoes without having to take them off.
You can just
Right.
walk up to the gate. Like,
You can bring bombs on planes back then.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot!
You could bring
Yeah.
oh, you could bring home a sword from Japan.
Yeah.
bring home sex toys.
No.
On carry-on bags.
They're children, Sam.
Carry
Fair
on
enough.
bags.
Why do you want them to have sex and buy sex toys so much? Gross.
Why do you make this like I'm not pretending that it's us and we're just...
This isn't us.
Aw.
We're clearly a handsome blonde boy.
Okay, get a
From
sword from
Blink
Japan.
Exactly. All right, you say to Bruce. Let's do it. Let's go to Egypt and see the pyramids.
I mean, that's pretty boss. Like,
that's pretty cool. I'm just gonna say it.
That is
like,
cool.
I mean, I would go to Egypt.
I'm not knocking that. I would fucking
Yeah.
go. Like,
Yeah, the terrorists aren't there yet. Bruce responds.
Okay, is that a real line?
No, no.
I can't tell
I
anymore.
won't say Chris.
I can't
Chris had to
tell.
put that one in, I know.
We can leave right away. Do you have a passport? My parents made me get one last year, you say. But don't we need more time to get ready? What for? Bruce replies. We can't buy whatever we need along the... Oh, we can buy whatever we need along the way.
True.
I guess so, and we can send postcards home to tell people not to worry about us. You go home feeling a thrill in your stomach. You've never done anything this crazy.
I
But
love this.
But if you figure you're going to live dangerously, Bruce is the person to do it with.
Heck yeah.
After dinner, you grab your passport and toothbrush, slip out of the house, and meet Bruce at the corner. He's already called a taxi to take you to the airport. Damn, dog.
Ride or die.
Damn, this dude.
Yeah, fucking
we can be
Bruce.
best
Bruce
friends
is
with
pretty
Bruce now.
cool.
Like,
It's cool. Why are we knocking Bruce so
And
much?
how
Well,
he
I
was
was.
with limbs.
Yeah, it's the
Okay, there was like
yeah.
5 people talking at once.
My bad.
Limbs?
Let's go around and
Limbs?
see why everybody
Alright.
hates Bruce.
No, see, I was saying it wasn't us that hates
Yeah,
Bruce.
true.
It's
The book.
the,
The
book
book.
that hates
The
Bruce.
book just
Yeah.
wanted us to not trust Bruce, but Bruce is a ride or die.
Bruce is cool.
Yeah,
I feel like
He's
This is
cool.
a vibe.
I feel like it's some classism in there because part of it seems like he comes from a rougher background. And
Yeah.
I was gonna say it. Bruce might be black.
yeah, he might be. I don't know.
That is true. It's their picture.
It doesn't
There
say
is
anything
no
Not
yet.
until we get a picture, yeah.
So-
If there's no picture of Bruce, I'm saying he's black coded.
Yeah.
Okay, J.K. Rowling.
I never said she wasn't, baby. Do I make you Randy Goblins?
Goblins.
I don't know. What she
That's
said.
anti-Semitic, Ral. Like you make goblins.
I make him hook nose, baby.
and control the banks.
Also, why you sound like Austin Powers?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's how
Remember
British
J.K.
people
Rowling
sound.
talk? That's how she sounds.
Yeah.
That's exactly no. It's just J.K. It's just Austin Powers, but with a redheaded wig
And a turf.
And
and turf.
So first movie. Okay, where do we leave off? You and Bruce managed to get on a night flight to New York and book 2 first-class seats on a plane out of New York for Cairo.
That'd be nice.
24 hours later, exhausted and excited, you land at Cairo International Airport. But you're feeling
Cairo.
soon... Cairo.
Yeah, I was
Did I say
thinking the same
Cairo?
thing. I didn't want to correct
You're
you
like
in case I was
Cairo.
wrong.
Cairo.
Yeah.
Cairo.
Sorry, I'm a little drunk.
Enunciation on the wrong syllable.
Hero.
But your feline soon changes when you reach customs and find what you're required to declare all your currency. What are we gonna do? You ask Bruce.
Put it up your butt.
It's literally what I was thinking too.
Way
I
up your
was
butt.
like, y'all got holes.
Oh wait, no.
Don't you put it up your butt?
Yeah. Fake it, he says. And if that doesn't work, we'll use the old-fashioned way. We'll bribe them. Go to page 110.
I mean, it is a 90s.
Shut
Yeah.
up your butt.
Okay, so there is a picture of him.
Are they gonna
Not black.
Aw.
But for what it's worth, the people of Egypt are not brown looking, so...
Could go either way.
But he looks like a fucking reject from King of the Hill.
So my other thought
We're at each.
is like, I remember, I actually read it from fucking Persepolis,
Yes.
of like putting it in your coat,
Yeah?
like undoing some of the lining of your coat
Oh yeah, I
into
see.
your coat.
Also, if
I
you've
have a
never
button
read...
in my coat right now.
I actually do have a jacket that I can slip stuff in because there is actually, like, the lining was cut.
My red
I
soldier
mean, my
coat.
jacket
Yeah.
is a
Has
giant
that.
pocket.
Yeah. So I lost a button one time, and my jacket ripped open. So I sewed it up, and there's still something in my jacket. I didn't realize until I finished sewing it up that there's something in my jacket now. I think it's a chapstick, actually.
Okay, alright.
What's in Noelia's jacket?
Better not watch
I
that
should
one.
bring it, and you guys like feel it and like toss it about.
Alright.
It's actually a dead body.
Also, if you've never read Persepolis, definitely read it. It's an amazing graphic novel. But I digress. Luck, however, seems to be on your side. When your turn comes, the customs agent glances at your passport, stamps it, and lets you through. I mean, you are kids. They're not going to be like, declare your money. We know you have $1 million, kid.
Yeah,
How the
they're
fuck
gonna be
did
like-
you get here? We're rich American children, that's why. Woo!
We are rich.
We're gonna get
And then they just start
robbed.
dancing.
Okay, real talk
Ooh.
though, when I was I remember distinctly in middle school, we had vending machines before like all that got ripped out.
Mhm.
And I walked up to get a soda, and there's this tiny child that just breaks out this giant wad of cash. And so he was tiny too, so I would guess like 6th grade. I'm like, dude, where do you get that much money? Like, is he drug dealing?
Yeah.
This tiny child? Is he robbing his parents?
There
like,
were some kids in middle school that had side hustles, though.
Yeah.
dude,
Like, some
it was
people would bring,
such
like,
a
sodas and sell them for $1 each. Or,
Yeah.
like-
When I say fat stack, I don't think I've ever held money amount
Well,
of that.
one of my friends used to get CDs, and he would burn CDs and like sell them for a couple dollars.
See, that's how you do it.
Yes.
Like, because like I was thinking you were talking about like kids who would bring like Mexican candy and sell it,
Oh yeah, that too.
Kids
yeah,
did
yeah,
do
yeah.
that,
but
too.
they would never get that fat stack. They'd get a stack like this thick. Like they'd get something like this.
Oh my god, those are all hundreds.
These are ones.
Whoa.
It's
This
a
is
stripper.
Egypt.
This is my money that I found at the theater.
It's a stripper fund. To
Oh.
become a
That
stripper
too.
one day.
No, that's my money that I am a stripper. This is what I earned as a stripper. All this change.
Okay, that checks
They
out.
throw pennies at you.
Yeah, they throw pennies.
No, they put it in the front.
They put it in the slot. Thank you very much.
That's
It
what I
hurts
do.
to poop. You proceed to the exchange window where you change 2 bundles of bills into Egyptian pounds. Then you look for a taxi to take you into the city. Cairo, right? Cairo is a shock to you at first. It's crowded, dirty, and noisy. Okay, white kid. Like nothing you've ever seen before.
Jeez.
The taxi drives at breakneck speed, honking constantly at the cars. Pedestrians, carts, chickens, sheep, and even herds of goats that crowd the road. What is this, fucking Indiana Jones? Everything seems to be covered with a layer of brown desert dust.
Welcome to Arizona.
Yeah, welcome to the desert, dude. The city is full of unfamiliar sounds and smells, such as the call of prayer from the mosque or the sharp odors of turmeric and other spices. Your ride ends in front of the Nile Hilton and Tahrir Square, the modern hub of Cairo. The Hilton's too boring. Let's go to the Queen Cleopatra, you say to Bruce, pointing at a neon sign advertising the hotel.
Oh Lord.
20 minutes later, you're asleep in your room at the Queen Cleopatra. Turn
Oh, we
to
don't
page
get to
71.
choose?
Nope.
I
You
kind of
gotta
want
go
to do the
Queen
Hilton.
Cleopatra.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
I'm
Queen
just waiting for us to
Cleopatra
get
just
robbed.
sounds like some seedy like.
It sounds like a tourist trap.
Gentleman's club.
It
yeah.
sounds cheaper, so that's why I would choose it.
It sounds
But
like a
you're
tourist
a
trap,
millionaire.
though.
I feel like
Yeah.
it sounds like a casino kind of thing, which we can't do because we're children.
Also, can you even rent a hotel with... I guess it's nice. You can probably get money.
Unless
I was gonna say
we
we've
get
been able to go to like a
overcome.
Motel 6 and just be like, we want a room. Here's money.
Okay.
The classic.
Two kids
Nowadays
in
they
a
find it more
Yep,
sketchy
yep,
if you
yep.
just do it in cash because they're like, why aren't you?
The next morning, you and Bruce take the elevator up to the dining room, where you have a breakfast of eggs and... I don't know how to pronounce this properly. It's F-U-U-L. Is it just fool?
I guess so.
Sounds like
don't-
it.
A thick bean paste, which that kind of sounds nice. I like I like a thick bean paste.
I was gonna say, I don't know what.
Bruce takes you. Bruce takes you to the window and points to the southeast. Shimmering on the horizon above the chaotic city are the 3 triangular shapes. The Pyramids of Giza, he whispers. Let's go, you say. What should we do with the satchel?
Take it with us.
We'd better keep it with us. We'd better keep it with us, he replies. We can take turns carrying it. Oh, he's gonna ditch you, dude. A few minutes later, you're in a taxi speeding toward the pyramids. They loom larger and larger as you near the edge of the city. The taxi drops you off, and you walk the final kilometer over desert sand to Cheops? Cheops? I don't know. The first of the great pyramids of Giza. You're awed by its presence and by the labor that went into stacking the huge massive stone building blocks by slaves. Bruce is as overwhelmed as you are. At last, you think, he's found something bigger than himself.
Do I have to ask if the slave thing was in the book or not?
Yes, you should, because that was me.
Okay, alright.
So I just remember, it is, you did pronounce it right, looks like, and then it's also, they're fava beans. They're cooked fava beans. Yeah.
Oh, I'm also wearing my Silence the Light shirt.
There you go.
Do you want me to get you a Chianti?
I know.
At this point, I feel like our organs are gonna get harvested.
I agree. If
that's
this was one of those other ones like How to Survive the Holidays or whatever, I would agree with 100% with you.
But you're a millionaire, so it's just power fantasy for kids.
Yeah.
See, I'm just concerned because it's been less than 24 hours, and I'm pretty sure it would take at least 4 days for a postcard to get back to Mom and Dad. They're probably losing their minds right now.
Well, they're in Europe and we don't know where they are.
Oh, you're right.
But also we're in
fucking cross Europe.
Babysitter.
Egypt now, so a postcard to there.
Shouldn't take too long.
Shouldn't take too long, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that babysitter's probably pissing herself.
Yeah.
Or she's not giving a fuck. She's a bitch.
She's like one less kid to shoot rubber bands at, and then just shoots a rubber band at the sister, just randomly.
I like to think the sister's like 5 and she's like, yeah!
She just thinks it's fun.
Yeah.
She doesn't even remember you exist.
A steady stream of camel and horse drivers approaches you, offering you and Bruce rides across the desert to the other pyramids. That's pretty cool.
Nope.
But you turn them down, deciding you want to go inside Cheops first. Okay, that's fair.
Good.
Good
job.
You climb a seemingly endless series of steps through the inside of the pyramid in a low, narrow passage. You're carrying the satchel, and you sweat as the air becomes hot and stuffy. Finally, you reach the room in the center of the pyramid, where the pharaoh's sarcophagus lies. There is an eerie feeling to his burial chamber, surrounded by tons of stone. You also get a strange feeling from a man in the room. He looks familiar.
Oh no.
He's got curly blonde hair and is wearing a khaki outfit, as if he's about to embark on a safari. You think maybe he was on the airplane from New York. You turn to leave, and the man follows you and Bruce back down the passage. Then all of a sudden, he pushes past Bruce and makes a grab for the satchel.
Ooh.
You've got my money! He growls. That's right. Bruce jumps the man from behind. You lose your footing, and all 3 of you go sliding down the passage. People scream as you tumble past them, and soon your threesome turns into an avalanche of bodies careening toward the pyramid's portal.
Hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Somehow you manage to keep hold of the satchel, and when you hit the bottom, you feel Bruce pulling you up out of the tangle. The 2 of you dash away from the pyramid, looking for a way to escape. At one of the underground burial temples next to the pyramid, you spot a tunnel leading into the rock.
How did he find you?
That's my big question.
How did he find you so quickly?
The entrance is blocked by steel bars, but a gap between 2 of the bars looks just wide enough for the 2 of you to slip through. Meanwhile, a camel driver approaches, asking if you want a ride. Glancing back at the pyramid, you see the man in the khaki outfit shaking himself off and looking around for you. So 2 choices, guys.
Shit.
If you escape into the tunnel, turn to page 96. If you escape by camel, turn to page 98.
The camels are a scam.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm like, if we
Way to not trust brown people.
Wow.
No,
Wait,
there's a
is
lot
that
of
a thing?
scammers out there, those Egyptians.
This is 1990.
They're probably still
I think
like
it was still
touristy
pretty bad.
Yeah.
crap. Scamming off white people is an age-old tradition.
There are people who like do whistles to seem like they're important. Yeah, where they like tell you, hey, you have to walk over here. I'll give you a ride, and then they're like they're actually trying to scam you out of money when you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, like I feel like if we get onto the camel, they're gonna take us further into the desert and like beat us up.
I'm like, if we go into the
I'm just saying, Bruce
Let's die
could beat
with
them
mummies.
up.
I'm thinking we can squeeze into the thing where the guy might
tunnel?
not be able to.
That's what my hope is.
That's
my
even if it's like a dead end or something, we can wait him out.
We're able to fit through a bar. Where we fine? Like through the hole?
Through the hole. Between the bars.
Yeah, between the bars.
Like a cat.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing tunnel then?
Sure.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do camel, but I'm outvoted. It's okay. It's okay.
You are
out.
just chaotic.
I mean, I
feel like
also
going
kind
into
of
the
want to...
tombs is a little more chaotic.
Yeah.
True.
You know, that's fair.
Look out! It spits.
This way! You say, grabbing Bruce's sleeve. You lead him down a ramp to the barred entrance to the tunnel. I doubt he'll be able to follow us here, you say, squeezing through the gap in the bars. I doubt he'd want to, Bruce replies, peering in at the blackness in front of you. I'm glad I bought a flashlight at the hotel. How do you buy a flashlight at the
They have all
hotel?
sorts of weird, like...
That's
Oh, yeah,
true.
they do.
Souvenirs.
in the gift store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
Like,
on,
oh,
you
I
say.
have raw flashlight.
I have raw.
No, they probably would, like...
I have Osiris, thank you very much.
No, wouldn't it be raw because it's sun?
We have to get out of
I agree.
sight. In case he saw us come down here.
Sam called you out.
Bruce switches on the flashlight, and you venture down the rock corridor. I feel like the eye of Osiris makes more sense because everyone talks about his eyes.
But that's a life thing. Raw is the
Well,
sun.
guess what? What life is? Bright and shining, baby. Look
Raw
at my
is the
life. It's
fucking
beautiful.
sun.
And guess what? It's game over, Sam. He's dead now. Brandon, you're now tied. I'm just kidding.
I've always been tied.
Tied to life
Oh.
itself. Bruce switches on the flashlight and you venture down the rock corridor. You haven't gone very far before you hear a man yelling in at you. Hey, come back here! I won't hurt you! I promise! I just want to talk! That's my satchel you've got! Bruce turns on the flashlight. You wait in silence. Oh, sorry, turns off the flashlight. The man rattles the bars. Get back here! You kids! He screams. You'll be sorry! This is serious business! That's not your money! I work for the company!
He works for the British Museum?
What company? Bruce whispers. You shrug. Let's go.
He should have been more specific. Who just says the company?
That's what it's called, you know? It's vague. It's choose your own adventure.
Company.
You and Bruce move silently down the tunnel in darkness until you can no longer hear the man. Something brushes by your face. Then a lot of things brush past you in a
Snake.
flutter of high-pitched squeaks.
Bats.
I like Weese's snakes.
You're in Indiana Jones mode.
Snakes. I hate snakes. Bats! Bruce hisses. You crouch and wait for the flurry of bats to pass. Bruce turns the flashlight on again, and not a moment too soon. 6 feet in front of you is a sheer drop-off. Turn to page 88.
Can we just appreciate that bats came through and his name is Bruce?
There's a picture of you guys with a mummy.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah, looks like Weiss.
The mummy mugs you for your money.
Give me money
The
for
mummy.
afterlife.
The mummy's Weiss.
Bruce shines the flashlight over the edge. I can't tell what's down there, but there are steps cut in the rock. Well, you reason? We can't go back the way we came. I'll go first, Bruce says. Then you can drop the satchel to me and come down yourself. Why drop the satchel? Don't drop the satchel. Sorry. Bruce puts the flashlight between his teeth and carefully lowers himself over the edge.
What the stairs?
Shh. You watch the light get smaller and smaller as he climbs down. Finally, he calls, "Okay, let it drop, drop, drop." You hold the satchel out over the edge and let go. It takes a couple of seconds to thunk at the bottom. Got it, Bruce says. Come on down. I'm in some kind of chamber. You slide over the edge, feeling for the stone steps in the dark. Your foot finds one, and you gingerly allow your weight to rest on it. Then you find another one for your other foot, and one for your hand. You slowly descend to the chamber below, concentrating so hard on each step as it comes that... So hard on each step as it comes that you don't have time to get scared. That's a weird sentence. Good work, Bruce says as you find level ground again. The air is dank and stale. It feels cold after the heat outside. He turns and shines the light into the chamber. A sarcophagus! You gasp. Warily, you and Bruce approach the black marble coffin. Oh, black marble. That can't be good. It's
Ooh,
black.
fancy.
The top is off. Bruce shines the light in. Staring up at you is a frozen grimace of a half-unwrapped mummy. Turn to page 58.
Snort it. Just like the Victorians.
Hey, you're rich now. Why not?
Didn't the Victorians burn them?
They did all sorts of weird shit
They did
to mummies.
a lot of things to mummies.
They also used them as paint.
They
There's
also-
a reason that there was
I
a mummy
heard that
ground.
they like burned them in like trains to
I-
as like fuel.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Again, they've snorted them. They've used them as paint. I wouldn't. Who knows? Maybe.
Who knows but the mummy.
Victorians were fucking weird.
You and Bruce jump back at first, but then move in for a closer look. The mummy is surprisingly small and frail. It looks almost as though it's made of mud, with its bones and facial expression frozen for centuries. You find something strangely touching about it.
Oh.
You can feel as little of the personality and spirit of this human who walked the earth 5,000 years ago, and the sadness of its death. I wonder what else is in here, Bruce says, shining the flashlight around. A niche of some kind has been built into the wall, and another smaller mummy has been placed in it. It's a cat! You exclaim.
Oh.
Look, here are the ears and the tail, all wrapped up. Aww. Weird, Bruce says. They made their cats into mummies too? The cat mummy is almost as touching as the human one. When you think about the care given to the little carcass, it gives you a vivid sense of the daily life of this person.
No.
And not the image of them killing the cat
Yeah,
to be mummified.
yeah, exactly.
And this is where the greatest crossover happens. We turn into the mummy cat.
You find more niches around the chamber.
Oh.
One contains a dog, another a hawk, and there are crocodiles, snakes, even a little mouse, all mummified. You also find plates, bowls, pitchers, and cups. Some of them contain hard, shriveled up nodules of what was once food. Everything you need for the afterlife, you muse.
Time to die.
You
Guess
feel
that's what we'll
Bruce
do, too.
shiver beside you. It gives me all the creeps. All of a sudden, I feel like I'm disturbing this dude's rest. You know all those stories about the mummy's curse? Let's get out of here.
Why is Bruce the smartest one here, honestly?
Yeah, you agree? Let's go. You find a corridor leading out of the burial chamber and follow it through the cool, dusty passageways, feeling as if you've entered another universe. Turn to page 16.
Goodbye, fellow millionaire.
Right? I feel like that was a weird, like, kind of solemn moment of, like, you kind of facing death for a second. I'm just like, man, it's kind of amazing how this person lived so many thousand years ago and it still looks so good.
What's his beauty secret? Doctors hate him.
Doctors hate how he has a huge
They
boner.
hook his entire organs out.
The corridor splits into a left and right hand turn. You go left and suddenly run into what looks like an ordinary door. What do we do? Bruce says. You shrug. What else can we do? Burst through the door as if we know what we're doing? You first, Bruce says. You take a deep breath, grab the doorknob, and in one sharp motion swing it open and step through it. You find yourself in an office with a desk and 3 startled members of the Egyptian Civil Guard.
Oh my god.
They're just on their break, just like, hey, how's the family?
They
They take
gape
their
at...
breaks inside of the
Yeah.
Maybe, I guess.
They gape at you for a moment, then quickly recover and grab you and Bruce. English? The one seated behind the desk asks with arched eyebrows. He looks like an officer. He's got burnished skin, a thick black mustache, and handsome features.
Ooh.
Hi.
I'll be your American prince.
English? No, American.
Yes, you stammer? I mean, I'm American, but I speak English. The officer smiles. Ah, good. He motions for the guards to let you go. Please sit down. Americans are our friends. Yes, we are good friends. You agree, searching desperately for something intelligent to say.
Oh no.
America is a very great country. The
Oh,
officer
no.
goes on.
Oh, no.
Very powerful.
Oh,
very
no.
rich.
Oh no!
Go on to the next page.
He wants a bribe.
You wonder if he's hinting at something. Bruce seems to pick up on it, and he takes the satchel out of your hand. That's right, he grins. We're your rich friends, and we like to give presents to our friends. You can see Bruce is about to pull some money out of the satchel. Is he being too brazen? If you stop Bruce and take control yourself, turn to page 101. If you let Bruce handle it, turn to page 95.
Nah, let Bruce handle it.
Bruce.
Bruce has got this.
Bruce.
I'm also worried that he's just gonna hand them a stack of cash, and then they're going to be like, "What else is in there?"
My like on one hand, Bruce is quick on the uptick, and he seems to be the voice of reason. But at the same time, what's to stop these officials from being like,
You got more
let's
in
just
there?
take the whole, let's take the whole damn salad.
Or he takes it and then still arrests us for a bribe.
Yeah.
True.
I don't know how the
Would this
Egyptian
handsome
police is.
man say otherwise?
He is very handsome.
That's actually pretty good drawing.
So we're
I wonder if
we're gonna let
he'll
Bruce.
let us do other things instead of money.
Oh.
Sam, this isn't you.
So you want to take control of the situation first?
No, never mind. I want Bruce.
So Bruce.
Bruce.
We're going with Bruce on page 95.
I just want to make the joke
Let's
because
see
why
if
can't
he
I
made the mistake.
I'm surprised we haven't run into a dead end
Exactly.
Let's see if our homie's gonna pull through.
yet. You watch as Bruce starts pulling money out of the satchel. There's no problem, he says, making a wiping motion with his hand. We are very generous. He pulls some bills from the satchel and flips them onto the desk. No problems, no problems, he chants lightly. You sneak a glance at the officer, who looks aghast. What's the matter? Bruce asks. That's not enough? He keeps dropping money onto the desk.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Looking back at the officer, you now realize he is deeply offended.
Oh!
He stands up and says in a formal manner, I must tell you that you are under arrest for attempting to bribe an officer of the civil guard.
Oh!
There it is! Who called it? Who called it?
Yeah, who said it?
I was right.
That was Sam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He gestures to the guards who take each of you by an elbow. What is in this briefcase? The officer asks coldly.
Coke money.
Oh, it's nothing, Bruce stammers. The officer directs a guard to bring him the satchel, which he opens. Shock registers on his face for a moment when he asks, Did you declare this currency at customs?
Oh fuck.
Bruce's hesitation is all he needs. I am confiscating this until the matter can be investigated, the officer says and waves you away. With that, you're taken down to the police station on page 90.
We are done, you
Damn.
Right? We still haven't met a dead end yet.
We also haven't been killed by the other guys, so we're good.
I don't think he was going to kill you guys.
We had his money.
We
I
might
don't
be
know.
missing our liver, but
You know.
You only need one.
Yeah.
Liver,
Liver.
life.
Oh yeah.
Liver ton.
You only need part of one.
There you go.
You do only need one liver.
Yeah, true. I have prayed in that, but I just don't.
After you have spent a miserable night in jail, a
I'm thinking
man from the
kidneys.
U.S. consulate arrives to spring you. He takes you back to his office and sits you down. Soon another man arrives. I'm Louis B. Jordan, he says, sitting down behind the desk. You're in some fairly serious trouble. First of all, there is a matter of attempting to bribe an officer of the Egyptian Civil Guard. Are you guys fucking stupid? Why would you do that?
You're racist, okay?
Now, this is not unheard of, but it must be done correctly. Do you know what bakshish is? You and Bruce shake your heads. Literally speaking, it's a gift. It can be the money you give to a beggar, or a tip you give to someone who performs a service. It can also be what we would call a bribe. But it is a very delicate art. You must develop a relationship with the person. Do a kind of dance before you begin to negotiate.
Oh my gosh,
All-
this is all real.
All of this is done
Dang.
very subtly, through hints. From what I understand, your methods were, shall we say, crude. Jordan pauses to light a cigar. So much for your first mistake. However, it leads to a much bigger question. Where in heaven's name did you get all that money?
We're crack
On
dealers.
America.
page 97.
We
Do you know of the
sold
crack
a-
epidemic?
Yeah, you know the crack
Due to the
epidemic?
hot Cheetos epidemic, they were selling like hotcakes.
Yo, when were Hot Cheetos created?
I'll look that up.
I would say
I want to
like
say mid 2000s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to say
90s,
90s, mid-90s.
yeah.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, this book was written in 1990, so
I'd say they were invented like 1998.
I'm going to say 96.
I want to look it up.
We got two people looking it up. Stop, please.
Oh.
We're just really curious about Cheetos, man. La 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 la.
Okay.
I'm still gonna cut
So in
it out.
2021 it says 20 years for 2 decades. So I'm trying to get it better.
So it'd be 1991 then.
I'm seeing something that says 30 years ago.
What?
For what?
When Hot Cheetos. 1989.
Okay.
Damn.
What?
Flamin' Hot
So
Cheetos,
there we
a
go.
spicy version of the product, was developed at the company's headquarters starting 1989.
Okay.
Damn.
They were in test markets in summer of 1990.
Okay.
Oh,
So
so
test
technically-
market. Test market. So still not enough time.
Yeah.
They might have been hot in one specific area, but not necessarily.
See,
Yeah.
we were going under the radar. We were selling them on the low down. People were like, "Oh,
But people,
this is
it was the
an
secret
extortion."
formula for hot Cheetos.
When he said he works for the company, he works for the Frito-Lay company.
Oh,
Damn, we could have had it
We
in.
cracked the code.
Seeing little choice, you tell Jordan how you found the satchel and decide to come to see the pyramids. Jordan puffs and nods for a few minutes and then says, "Obviously, we'll have to conduct a full investigation, but for the time being, I'm willing to buy your story. Your actions are not those of criminals, or indeed of people who know how to handle money in any way. Silly little children. I'll have to turn the money over to the Department of Treasury," Jordan continues. "In the meantime, I'm afraid you will have to put you on a plane back to the United States. You and Bruce have a long flight ahead. In economy class. The end."
But you know for a
Not bad.
fact, you're not seeing that money again. Why
Yeah.
the fuck would they be like $1 million? Let's just turn
I
that back
want
over.
to find the endings because I want to know.
I don't think you'll be. I mean, there might be a choose your own
Honestly,
adventure
that was
wiki.
not a bad ending.
It's a very bittersweet ending.
Yeah.
I'd say bittersweet.
that's-
We got okay. So we
Okay,
didn't
but
like.
what would we do if we took control?
So what was that?
But
101.
come on, we got like a free trip to Egypt. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
For the 10-year-olds we
Okay.
are.
Bruce just doesn't know how to bribe Egyptian officials.
Dang it,
You
Bruce.
grab Bruce's hand, silently restraining him from bribing the officer. You look at the officer and wonder if that's a twinkle you see in his eye. Yes, our countries have become friends, you say to the officer. Yes, and America has helped us to develop our economy, the officer responds, eyeing the satchel. Boing, boing. Maybe now's the time to make your move. We would like to help your economy develop. Perhaps you have established a fund for this? The officer tugs on his mustache. Yes, in fact we do have such a fund. Would you like to make a contribution? Why, yes, we would, you reply.
So he took the bribe anyway?
Yes, again, it's just how you do it.
Well, I can take a contribution myself. I will see that it gets to the correct bureau. I would appreciate that very
You
much.
can't embarrass him in front of his coworkers.
You say. You pull a bundle of bills from the satchel and set it on his desk. The officer regards them, saying nothing. You put another bundle of bills on the desk.
No.
You wait. He waits. You put one more bundle on desk. He chews his mustache and looks at his watch. You add another bundle, clap the satchel shut, and stand up. The officer regards you, and then the money on the desk, and the money on, and then on the money. Oh my God! The officer regards you, and then the money on the desk. You Americans are very generous, he murmurs. He breaks into a smile. Thank you very much for your contribution. He stands to shake your hand, then gestures to one of the guards behind you. Mustafa, see these fine people to the door. On page 11.
They went with the most generic Egyptian name.
Page 11.
Yeah.
Oh
Man,
my goodness.
I don't know how they like put this stuff in order because there's no way.
you literally just throw the pages in the air and let them go. That's what I plan on doing with my Choose Your Own Adventure book. As Mustafa leads you out of the building, he looks at you strangely. Then he starts asking questions about what you saw in the vault. His English is not very good, and you think he must be angling for some money of his own. But he waves off your hand when you reach into the satchel. No bakshish, Mustafa says. I say this for you. I see something on your face. It happens sometimes to people who go into the tombs. What do you mean? Bruce asks slowly.
Curse.
Mustafa looks at the satchel. You know, family of mummy give mummy all riches and wealth so he will have safe journey. If they don't give this mummy spirit, will not be happy. We have to give something to the mummy? You ask? Mustafa shakes his head impatiently. No, not to mummy, but like mummy's family gives. Bruce looks at him suspiciously. Mustafa just shrugs and says, I don't say it's for me, for you, for good health. He taps his temple. I see things maybe you don't. I tell you what I see. That's all. What do you want? You reach the door. Mustafa gestures out at the street before you. The world is big. We are small. Goodbye, my friends, and good luck. Goodbye, you say. As you realize that Mustafa was trying to help, you turn and call back, thanks. Turn to page 29.
Aw.
Thanks, kid.
Nice.
He didn't even explain backsheesh. That's cool. That's cool.
Well, because you kind of did the art of the whole, like, it's
Yeah.
a dance. It's not just a...
Well, yeah, but they would have explained it in the quote-unquote bad ending.
Yeah.
You and Bruce head straight for the airport to catch the first plane out of Cairo, which turns out to be a flight to Istanbul. Oh shit! Istanbul is not Constantinople. Istanbul is not Constantinople.
It's nobody's business but the
Turks. As you wait in the boarding area, you ponder Mustafa's words. You don't feel as happy-go-lucky as when you got off the plane 24 hours ago. You have an inkling that the money you found may bring as much weight and responsibility with it as it does freedom and pleasure. You have plenty to think about as you continue your travels. The end. That's yet another bittersweet ending.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I think that's better. We still have the monies.
And we can go wherever the fuck
doing
we
a little
want.
bit of growing up.
Oh, this dude. Sorry, I turned it to a random page. Look at this dude and his, like, no neck.
Oh, man.
He's like, eh. Here you go,
They call me No Neck Johnson, because I have no neck.
How's it going, kids? I'm No Neck Johnson, and I like you a lot. Whoa, you go camping in a story.
I wonder if there would be an ending where we just go to Europe and find the parents.
Probably not.
I think we did the travel one.
Guys, you could have gone to camp. I'm just saying.
Meh.
Now,
We got to go to
imagine,
fucking Egypt.
imagine if we didn't
But
share
camp
the
is
money with
fun.
Bruce, though.
That guy would probably find us. The guy
There's a
who works
dude
at the
trying to break into
company.
your house.
Oh my!
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
if
is that
you,
him?
If you keep the money.
That's the man that works at the company?
Mm.
The company. The Frito-Lay company. And his hot Cheeto money. Very
yeah,
dirty
yeah.
hot Cheeto money.
That's great.
So yeah, that was You Are a Millionaire. Choose Your Own Adventure number 98.
Holy
Yay.
crap.
Yeah, number 98. They went to quite a couple hundred of those. I'd say that was a pretty fun adventure.
That was.
I was gonna say, I'm kind of surprised with book number 98 that was still kind of as entertaining as it would be.
Yeah. Well, and I thought You Were a Millionaire would be really, like...
Kind of lame.
Yeah.
Says the fan of Goosebumps.
Hey! So,
So,
hey, at least you get to do stuff in Goosebumps.
And
Except Lick a Vampire.
Well, hey, go back and listen to Choose Your Own. The first Let's Read we ever did of You Are a Vampire. No, that's not it.
Don't Feed the Vampire.
Don't Feed the Vampire. Where we get kink shamed by R.L. Stein.
I want to lick vampire titties.
Oh.
Yeah.
it wasn't specific. Wasn't it blood? Not
But
It
it was
was
like
blood
on
off
her.
of a woman.
Yeah, but it was like on her. So, lick.
that is true.
So
Lick,
piggybacking
lick.
off of Sam's comment about it was okay to be a millionaire, or it was interesting. At least this wasn't a book of us being an adult, and it says be a millionaire, because I can just imagine that it would go down so much worse
Yeah.
avenues.
How to avoid your taxes. Paying for 2 mistresses.
As much as I like the modern age of Choose Your Own Adventure books that are aimed for adults, I love the classic ones so much.
Yeah.
I want to do an orgy choose
they-
your own adventure.
Why?
Why not?
They have a
Good luck.
good
Only good endings, though.
they have good writing to their
Oh,
stuff.
happy
Yeah,
They
endings.
still hold up for me at least.
Yeah. Because, I mean, they're not written by the same person. They're not all written by the same person. That's
really?
probably the biggest reason why. Because let's look at the other two I have like on my table over here. This one's written by R.A. Montgomery. This one's also Jay Leibold. So, the Search for Aladdin's Lamp. Racism.
Yeah.
As Brandon called it last time.
I tried to look for endings, could not. It's
Yeah,
fine.
there's not a distinct wiki page like the Goosebumps page.
That's unfortunate.
So give yourself Goosebumps. The Goosebumps wiki people, as I will always say, are amazing with keeping that shit in fucking tow. But yeah, there's no Choose Your Adventure people who are as like dedicated. So thank you for joining us this week on Speaking of Which. If you enjoyed what you heard, make sure to like, subscribe, rate, and review where you can. And if you really want to be cool, like Weiss over here,
Yes.
join our Patreon at patreon.com/speaking of which. For $1, you get a bonus episode every week. You get episodes up early, and you get my show notes when I remember to put them on there. And also Session 0 to the Let's Roleplay from last week. Yeah, that's right. Or 2 weeks ago, because this episode's not coming out for another 2 weeks. Or week. Weeks!
Time is
I
an
don't-
illusion.
Time's weird. So yeah, there's also that. You can be like Weiss in this room, or like Trey at Yurtosaurus. Join them, be cool. There's also a Discord. We also have a Discord that I forget to say.
Oh,
that
yeah.
we're all part of, that we don't really post on.
That's true.
I try to, but I forget.
I don't use Discord. That's my problem.
Yeah.
I thought it was a neat. Hey, it's $1, so I figured I'd make one.
I was gonna say you can help make it more active.
Yeah, that's true.
Because part of the thing is that right now it's just us and Trey, and other than Trey, we already talk on Messenger. Like we already have like a speaking of which messenger.
Okay.
What's up, Reese?
Real quick, I was looking at some of the Choose Your Own Adventures books. There's a Western one called Deadwood City, and one of the first pictures it shows is you enter the Navajo village. The Indians greet you warmly. They have wanted to learn English for such a long time.
We
But the way they spell Navajo is Navaho.
Classic. You'll need to message me that one, the title of that one, so I can find it.
Deadwood. Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. I mean, I guess it's on the podcast, so I'll remember to look it up.
Yeah.
Rupal, Deadwood City at the end of this one. Remember that. You can follow us at SOW_podcast on Twitter. Follow the growing porn bots that are following me. I'm at 171 followers and growing every day. Sam?
You can find me at Berserker Rose. I'm at 96 followers and not that many porn bots. You could be the next porn bot.
Lena?
Wintermare on Instagram.
123 porn bot, got it. Sorry. Brendan, you want to be found?
Nah, not now.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
nothing.
And Weaselthorpe.
4-Step Tender.
Drop
YouTube
the E at the end of
Yes, on YouTube and Instagram. And I just realized I'm at 336 subscribers.
Nice.
And
Bravo.
I started at like 30.
Yeah, I was about to say, mine is slowly growing as well.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Cool.
So I felt bad. I was like, I haven't done like 100 subscriber thing, but
Oh, shit, I just barely hit 100, so I should probably do that on the YouTube page.
But I'll do something soon. But for now, thank you guys for supporting me.
Yeah, and hey, if you don't follow Weiss on his YouTube page, you really should. There's some amazing work on there.
Yeah.
Just saying. And if you don't follow the Speaking of Which page on YouTube, you're missing out on all that Goosebumps content. Yeah. Nose Goosebumps for the Drunken Book Club. Why you gotta point? Use your words. Are you a baby? Are you a baby that can snap? Because that's talent right there.
That's talent.
Give me Milky.
That's alcohol. Baby shouldn't have alcohol.
That's blood on her titty.
Oh no, that's the last Let's Read. You guys have a song that go out on for this? I'm thinking Walk Like an Egyptian or something like that.
Well,
Oh,
that'd be
I was
kinda good.
thinking of that. I want to be a millionaire.
So freaking
Fucking
bad.
bad. I thought it was a billionaire.
Oh, you're right. We can't do that.
So, no,
no,
that
one
would
doesn't
work.
work.
I can get done with Walk Like an Egyptian.
Yeah.
It's always a good
Or some
song.
kind of, 1015 Cairo or something by The Cure.
Okay,
Ooh.
I'd be down.
That's another one. I got a lot of things for Cairo. We'll find something. I'm
Surprising.
pretty sure we've used Walk Like an Egyptian before.
Oh my gosh.
Because I love that song.
Wait, what about that song from the old computer game for Pink Panther that was about mummification?
You're the only one in the room that knows this. If
That's
you
so
find a
specific.
link to it and send it to
That's
me,
so
I
specific. will.
You know what? Fudge it. Might as well. If you can find me a link on YouTube or something, I will record it
Go
off
for
my
it.
phone. Alright, guys. Thank you for joining us. And, hey, maybe you too can one day be a millionaire if you find a random bunch of money inside a satchel in a bush. Go in those bushes, baby.
Filled with hot Cheeto money.
Hot Cheeto money.
Fill
Hot
that
Cheeto
Frito-Lay money.
Body for the afterlife. Embalming a body was the way to begin. And for that you need a ritual nerve.